with 310 HP, an incredible attack, and an even better ability, Meowscarada EX might just be the new Pokemon EX to beat. What is going on, everybody? Hitmonchan here, back again with another Pokemon trading card game online deck tech, and we are here on PTCG Live to take a look at the brand new Meowscarada EX. This card just came out in the Paldea Evolved set, which just came out last Friday, and that set, you know, there's so many new cards in that set, so many cool cards, but Meowscarada EX is at the top of my list to look at. Its attack Scratching Nails for 2 colorless does 100 plus 120 more if your opponent's active has any damage counters on it, and its ability Bouquet Magic lets you discard a basic grass energy from your hand, and then you can put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. This ability is really good for spreading around damage counters, and we can also combine that with Radiant Alakazam to move those damage counters to an active Pokemon to do more damage, or to take multi-hit knockouts with just, you know, using Bouquet Magic, or with using Medicham V's Yoga Loop attack, which will let you put 2 damage counters on a Pokemon, and if you knock it out, you can take an additional turn. We're rocking a 4-1-4 line of Meowscarada EX in this deck, as well as 1 Radiant Alakazam, 1 Medicham V, and we're also playing one of the brand new Squawkabilly EX, which will let you discard your hand and draw 6 cards only on the first turn of the game. We also have 3 of the Mew from Celebrations with that mysterious tail to enable us to, you know, look at the top 6 cards of our deck and find item cards. Those will be really, really good for grabbing Battle VIP passes, for grabbing rare candies, so on and so forth. And we're also playing a 1-1 line of Bibarel with the Industrious Incisors abilities, so we can draw until we have 5 cards in our hand, and so our opponents don't Iono or Roxanne us out of the game. Trainer-wise, we have a pretty even spread of trainer cards. We have 3 Battle VIP Pass, as well as 3 Nest Ball, 4 Rare Candy, you know, we got 4 Ultra Ball, and 1 Hisuian Heavy Ball for our Pokemon search. 3 VIP Passes is just because I find that you kind of want an even balance of Nest Ball to VIP Pass, so I think 3 and 3 was better than 4 VIP and 2 Nest Ball. We're also playing one of the brand new Super Rod that's just came out in Paldea Evolved as well, which will let us recover 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy from our discard pile. Playing 2 Pokégear 3.0 to help us find some of the supporters in our deck, and those supporters are going to be 4 copies of Colruy's Experiment, as well as 3 copies of the brand new Iono, which enables each player to shuffle their hand, put it at the bottom of their deck, and draw equal to their prizes, as well as 2 Boss's Orders to help us boss up some certain Pokemon. We are also rocking an Escape Rope and a Switch in this deck, as well as 2 copies of the brand new Artazon Stadium card, which will let us search our deck for a basic non-rule box Pokemon and put it right onto our bench. Now, the last trainer cards we have in here are 2 copies of Energy Retrieval, which will let us just put 2 basic energies from a discard pile right into our hand so we can reuse Meowscarada's ability. Speaking of basic energy, we've got 6 basic grass energy, as well as 4 double turbo energy, so we can use Meowscarada's attack for a single energy attachment. I've been experimenting with this deck a whole lot, and I am super, super excited to show it off in today's video, so I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. Our opponent is calling the coin flip. They said tails and refills, so I'm gonna say heads always. Shreds, I'm hoping to get the heads here, and they got the tails, so they're gonna get to choose whether to go first or second for this matchup. I mean, probably they're gonna want to go first, but if they let us go first, oh, that's kind of nice of them. That is kind of nice of them. We're gonna get to see what we're rocking with here. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of happy we didn't start with this. 2 Rare Candy Meowscarada is good, but we needed to obviously have the Pokemon to support it. This is more like it. If we're going first, I doubt that they're gonna be able to take a knockout here, but I still think leaving Sprigatito is the right thing to do anyway, because we have a Nest Ball in hand. So we'll just kind of see what we're up against and then inform our decision based off that. We're going to be playing against a Chien-Pao deck. Okay, they're definitely not going to be attacking first, and we got the VIP off the top. That's incredible. So we could start by playing VIP. And like I said, I don't really want to use... I mean, Squawkabilly is not even in the deck, so I don't want to use it. I can grab Alakazam. And now there's really no need to use Nest Ball right now because I know that there's nothing else to grab. So I'll just end the turn here. This is like incredible start. Can't really be too mad. If you're questioning also why I'm using two different Sprigatito, I do like having one of the Gather Sunlight Sprigatitos in here, because if you, in the case that you do start off with like just a Sprigatito and nothing else, you can attach and grab more energy to use in future turns, so it's not the worst thing in the world here. Now I'm really just hoping that we're going to be able to evolve a lot of our Sprigatitos really quickly, because that Radiant Greninja could be an issue for us down the line, like 100%. Also, if magically we're able to evolve a bunch of our Meowscaradas, if they don't get another Frigibax down, we can actually knock it out, which would be really, really funny. We'll see. There's a couple of different avenues that we could go for this game. They're going to Irida prematurely and grab their Rare Candy Baxcalibur, which puts us in an interesting spot, because if we are able to top deck an Iono or to find an Iono, that's like obviously the better card to use, because we don't want them to have their Rare Candy Frigibax. But they're going to go ahead and attach to their Bidoof, and they are going to retreat into Chien-Pao. Okay, the good thing about Meowscarada plus Alakazam is we can actually knock out Chien-Pao's very easily in one hit. Like, it's not even an issue. We can just take them out really, really quickly. So we're going to see what we can do here. First things first, we will Rare Candy into our Sprigatito. Then we'll go for a Colress's Experiment here, see what else we can find. Definitely want these two. And yeah, we don't even need Artazon, and I don't want to give them anything, so we'll just go for a Pokégear here. And yeah, we'll attach this. Yeah, this is my plan. We will Ultra Ball these two away. Grab ourselves our Bibarel so we can draw even more cards. And this is what I want to do. So I'll just make sure this Bidoof's ability, okay, yeah, it's from bench damage. So we'll Bouquet Magic. We can put the damage anywhere, but I think the Bidoof is probably best. And then we can Industrious Incisors for 5 fresh cards. Okay, not bad, not bad. Do I want to put a Mew down? I don't know if I do. I'll go for a Pokégear. We'll grab Iono for next turn. That's fine. But I do want to knock out this Chien-Pao here. So, yeah, I think what I want to do is I actually do want to put a Mew down in case somehow they knock out our Meowscarada. I have a pivot. We can move 2 of these damage counters to this Chien-Pao. Then Scratching Nails. Boom. 200 damage, and we take a knockout and 2 prizes instantly. And now they're going to need 6 energy down on a Chien-Pao in order to take the knockout here. So that is pretty good for us. We know that our Medicham is prized, so Hisuian Heavy Ball is going to be able to get that for us, which is good. They're going to lead with the Bidoof, which doesn't make me extremely confident, but maybe they're just going to use it as a pivoter. They can just Super Cold to it after all. So we know that they have a Rare Candy Baxcalibur in their hand. It looks like they're just grasping for more cards to try and get enough to take the one-hit KO here. There's that Palkia. So if they have, I mean, honestly, as long as they have another energy, like, they can take the KO with Chien-Pao here. They have, like, everything they need. That Palkia is so strong because it can just accelerate 3 energies onto the board at once. So we'll have to take a look and see what happens. Ideally, next turn, they have the Switch in hand as well, so they can Chien-Pao. Do they have another energy? They need 6 energies. Right now, I've counted 5 total. If they had another energy in hand, they're going to be good to go. But we'll see what they can do here. Because Super Cold is just going to accelerate all those energies and take a big KO. But we'll see. If they only have 5, that's really good for us because we can just guarantee a knockout on this Chien-Pao and just get so ahead of the curve that there's not much they can do. Alternatively, they can Super Cold 2 to the Chien-Pao and 3 to the Greninja, and then switch and take out 2 of our Sprigatito, which would be okay. But we'll see how many they have here. 4. Just 4. Oh no, they have 4. They can also Palkia V-Star power. Okay, they have enough. Yeah, I figured they had enough. That makes sense. I was like, wait, they don't have enough to do it? But no, they have enough to do it. So we're gonna, unfortunately, Meowscarada is gonna get knocked out. This is the power of Chien-Pao, because Chien-Pao can literally just do anything. They have 6 on the Chien-Pao, a bunch on that Greninja, and they're gonna be able to Hail Blade and take the knockout on our Meowscarada here that we worked so hard to get up and running. Now the challenge is gonna have to be, can we find an additional Meowscarada here? I think we can. I have the faith in us. Probably better to lead Mew here. I'm just thinking, because we need to find 2 things off of Colress. So maybe it's better to lead Mew. But if we lead Mew, we need to find 3 things. So maybe Sprigatito just is a better lead. Ultra Ball's a good start. So what I'll do here is I'll Ultra Ball these away. Grab Meowscarada. We need to find our rare candies. We have 3 rare candies. And we also need a double turbo as well. So this is going to be tough. We'll play the heavy ball for sure. Yeah, there's a lot in the prizes. We'll grab Medicham. I think Medicham is the most important to grab here. Do this. We'll go for a Colress's Experiment. Okay, we still have hope. We'll grab Ultra Ball. What can we do here? We could Ultra Ball. I want to grab Meowscarada, and I guess we'll grab a Grass Energy. Because we were going to have to Industrious Incisors here. Ultra Ball. We can grab Floragato for our bench Sprigatito. At least thin that out of the deck. We really just need to find a... Honestly, we need Rare Candy and Double Turbo here. That's like what we need. We got double Rare Candy, which isn't too bad. I do want to play that, though. Because we can Bouquet Magic here, at the very least. And put more on the Bidoof. And I'm thinking still, if I Painful Spoons, we still need 2. I'll still Painful Spoons 2 onto the Chien-Pao. And I'll end the turn there. Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. I won't lie. This would have been a really good turn if we were able to find that double turbo. However, they still need quite a bit. They have Shivery Chill, obviously, which gets them 2 energy. Oh, they only have 1 in deck? Oh, that's good for us. 8 total? Yeah, I mean, that seems about right. That seems about right. The thing is, if they find Superior Energy Retrieval, or they just need 2 Superior Energy Retrievals here, basically, and they have it. There's a Bravery Charm. I did not expect that. That actually makes our life a lot harder here. The Superior Energy Retrieval is going to get them 4 energy in total. They need 1 more in order to be able to take the knockout here. But thankfully, we are in a decent enough spot where I think we can... They have the Bibarel as well. It's going to be tough. Yeah, I don't think we can take out this Chien-Pao this turn. So we might just kind of have to hope they don't have enough for the KO here. Curious. I'm very curious to see what happens for sure. Yeah, this is like definitely a good game. This is kind of a test of both of the decks here. Yeah, them having enough energy last turn was, I mean, that is the power of the deck of Chien-Pao, but it was just really, really tough for us. And there comes a Super Cold. If we see 5 energies come down, they will have enough to take the knockout. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Do they have it? They have Industrious Incisors, but... Oh, they're going to need to basically find the Superior Energy Retrieval, I'm guessing. That's kind of what they're looking for, I feel. And they probably did get it, though. I don't see a world. We got Lost City. Come on. If they didn't get it, we're going to be in a really good spot here. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. But that Bravery Charm does kind of knock us off our feet a little bit. They have Irida. Oh, they do have it. Hopefully it's not in deck. I'm hoping that it's all the rest of them are pressed. That's my hope. That is my hope. I got Super Rod. Okay, they're just going to Hillblade us then. Okay. Probably just need to discard 1 energy because, you know, they just need 5, right? No, they discard all of them. Okay. So they're going to go for the Super Rod next turn. Interesting. We get the Colress here. I'm thinking the Colress is probably a better call, but do we want to Bibarel first? We probably do want to Bibarel first in this case. We can put down Artazon. Go for Colress. We need that double turbo energy. We do get it, thankfully. Okay. I will grab Boss. And if we grab Switch, I think that's what makes Yeah, we can attach here. Do I even want to Painful Spoons? I probably want to Painful Spoons onto... So the active chamber, we're doing 200. If I Painful Spoons onto it, that'll be at 240. It's like almost Yoga Loop range. I think that's what we're going to want to do for now. We're going to try and be able to Yoga Loop this Chien-Pao next turn. So here's our Scratching Nails for 200 damage. That's my... Or we can take a double knockout turn. Potentially. It's going to be rough, though. Like, this is going to be a very make or break kind of game. We do have, what's it called? We're going to be 3 Meowscarada down, and the last one I do think is Index, so we should be fine. But yeah, this is going to be rough. There's that Shivery Chill that you'll be able to get 2 of those energies back. Take the knockout on Meowscarada. And yeah, this is going to be tough. We really, our resources are running really thin. What are they bossing up here? Maybe Medicham. But I don't know. They only have 2 energy right now. Meowscarada, if they're trying to take a KO with Greninja, which is also possible. Okay, maybe they're trying to stick Alakazam. I'm interested to see what this play is. Thankfully, we did grab the Switch. That's good. That's good that we did grab that. It definitely allows us to kind of recover from this kind of situation. Because in my old list, I didn't play any switching cards, so we weren't able to kind of recover from that. But this is okay. Maybe they're just trying to boss stick until they can recoup some of their resources. That's a possibility too. Also possible that they just simply misplayed, you know? We're definitely going to have to see what comes from this. The thing about this deck is obviously you can't really boss stick something, like an Arc instance, against them because they can Super Call to any Pokemon. They're going to attach to Greninja and pass. Okay, so that's pretty good for us. We do get the other Meowscarada that we were looking for, which is beautiful. Now, I'm going to switch into... Yeah, I'm going to switch into this Meowscarada here. Now, if we can find... We have 3 energy down, no energy recovery down. If we can draw into an energy recovery card with Bibarel, we can be in a really good spot here. So I'm going to do that first, I think, before I Iono. Another boss. Okay. I'm just trying to think of this here. There's no way that they can take 4 prizes next turn. So I should be okay just attacking this Chien-Pao to knock it out. And then... I mean, I can knock anything out here. Maybe, I'm just trying to think what's, like, statistically better. Maybe it's better to boss up... It's probably better to bring up Baxcalibur, actually, right? Yeah. Because they can't attack that next turn. Yeah, I think that's definitely better. We only need 1 on there because we're going to be doing 200 anyway. So that's good. Then we can just Scratching Nails, take the KO on Baxcalibur. I think that's good. Then they literally cannot attack unless they played like Rhyhorn or something crazy. They don't have an out to an attack there next turn. I hope that was the right play. I mean, I'm still pretty new with playing Meowscarada, so I can't tell you for sure if that's what the right play is. But yeah, there's nothing that can knock us out this turn. So I think I'm just curious to see what they do here. Like, them bringing up that Chien-Pao, that's fine. Because our goal, we can still knock out this other Chien-Pao. And it makes us need to take an additional knockout anyways, which is fine. They're grabbing Frigibax from the Artazon, that's okay. We could also try and Yoga Loop that Frigibax this next turn if we play our cards right. I mean, we're only down 1 double turbo. So they're going to Shivery Chill here. I think they only have 1 energy in deck, if I was not mistaken, yeah. It looks like they're really struggling to find their superior energy retrievals here. They have a pretty clogged up hand. Not much they can do. Yeah, I think that might just be a pass from them. And then from here, we should have the game sealed. But we'll see what they do with this Ultra Ball here, what they get rid of, see what they're kind of working with. If Iono and Bibarel, that's fine. They can't use Industrious Incisors just yet. They might be looking to grab their Baxcalibur, Minion. Okay, I mean, they're just probably trying to thin out their deck from here, try and find the rest of their energy recovery cards. But I think we're in a really decent spot. I'm not too mad at all. We could literally just boss up that Frigibax, knock it out, and then be good for next turn. They do have their superior energy retrieval, but like I said, there's nothing they can do this turn to knock us out. And then if we boss them this turn, like we boss that Frigibax, I think we kind of just lock them out of the game. They can grab their Rare Candy Caliber all they want, but basically, you know, because nothing can knock out this Meowscarada, as I've said time and time again, we guaranteed have a KO on it right now. We know, oh, if they Escape Rope us, that's a bit of a challenge. But we do have Mew, so we can just go right into Mew, and then we can try and find our Escape Rope. That's gonna be what we have to do, yeah. That sucks a little bit. That actually does make things a little bit harder for us. Yeah, they can just go into Greninja as a pivot. That's smart. That was a smart play. That was a smart play by them. It forces us to find one more card. We do have a 5-card hand right now, so we do have a good shot of finding our Escape Rope. I do believe it is still in deck. I didn't see it prized, so I think we should be okay here. And then we can simply just try and knock out that Chien-Pao. Yeah, this should be it for them for this turn. I'm hoping we can find that Escape Rope. This is going to be a bit of a tough turn for sure. This is pivotal. I think this is the pivotal turn. So we'll see what we are able to grab here. Grass energy is usable, so at least we can retreat with that. But I do want to just finish the game here if possible. So we'll go for the Mysterious Tail. We did find our Escape Rope. Okay. I'm just trying to think. Actually, if we grab our energy retrieval, we do just have game. Yeah, we do have game if we grab our energy retrieval. So I'll show you. This is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to attach, retreat into this Meowscarada, get energy retrieval, grab 2 energies. We can Bouquet Magic one of them, can ping this Chien-Pao, then we can Painful Spoons. We literally just need to move 1 damage counter onto Radiant Greninja. That's it. We can go for our other Bouquet Magic and knock out the benched Chien-Pao, taking 2 prize cards. And then we just are able to scratching nails for the game against the other Chien-Pao. This was against the Radiant Greninja. This was an incredible game, an incredible showcase of both decks, and an incredible showcase of how strong Meowscarada EX can be, especially faced with something like Chien-Pao EX, the big deck of the format. We get to call the coin flip here. Tails never fails is what I always say. And we do get Tails, so we're absolutely going to elect to go first. Here, I think, this deck is really built around that consistent first start, so I'm very excited to kind of see what we are going to be working with here. This would have been a really good hand had we had a basic Pokemon. You have our follow-up supporter, we have a VIP to search some Pokemon out. We could have even used Squawkabilly, which would have enabled us to draw more cards, but it's okay. We're going to get to see what kind of cards we're going to be starting with in our next hand while our opponent sets up. A lot of decks that are playing Stage 2 evolution lines don't play the middle evolution, but we do play the Floragato in this deck because, honestly, Magic Whip isn't the worst attack if we're trying to kind of stall out our opponent for a turn or so. And it's just good to be able to play Floragato if you can't find a bunch of Rare Candy Meowscaradas. So we're going to go into our next, our next hand here. This is okay. Really depends on what our top deck is here. I'm thinking I'm going to try and want to find a Mew off of this. Yeah, I think that's what I want. So I'll go for a Nest Ball here. Yeah, I'll grab Mew. Because in all honesty, I really don't want to get rid of the hand here. This is a pretty good hand. So I'm trying to find a VIP off of this Mysterious Tail. And we do get that VIP, which is awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. So we can go for a Battle VIP Pass here. We'll get down another Sprigatito for sure. And honestly, we can probably get down Bidoof. I don't see them attacking next turn at all. And now, if everything goes our way, we're going to be able to get a Meowscarada up next turn. We have the Rare Candy in our hand, we have Colress, and we also have Mew to enable us to find an Ultra Ball or to find Meowscarada full out. So yeah, we're going to just kind of wait and see. My opponent's just going to Regal Stance. They didn't have too much in the hand. Let's take a look at what they discarded. They got rid of Magnezone, Arceus, V-Star, Bibarel. So it looks like they're playing a bit of a Metalbox deck. But for now, I'm going to start by Pokégear, and we'll grab a Boss's Orders right now. And then I think we'll start off with the Colress's Experiment, see what we can find here. I want to grab another Sprigatito. I want to grab a double Turbo. And I think Colress is fine to grab for now. Yeah, so we're going to need to find a Meowscarada off of this. And we do find it, which is really, really good. So I'm going to get rid of, I think Boss and Super Rod are fine to get rid of here. And then we can go ahead and grab our first Meowscarada. Rare Candy into our Meowscarada here. And now it doesn't look like my opponent has a whole lot going on, which is fine. I'll do an Energy Retrieval. I will Bouquet Magic and just start pinging damage on that Magnemite. And that is just going to be my turn, so I'm going to end my turn there. We have still this deck, you know, sometimes if you whiff that, in our case, we needed that Meowscarada to, like, switch, you know. Or, sorry, we needed a Meowscarada and a switch. Not finding any of those off the Colress was a little bit tough, but that's actually okay. We're in a pretty decent spot here. We might be able to knock out their Magnemite on the bench, and it seems like that's how they accelerate their energy, so we could be doing okay. They're going for an Ultra Ball here. We're going to see what they get. They could go for another Regal Stance. That's a possibility. No, they're going to grab a Magneton. Okay, yeah. So they're going to evolve up. Thankfully, we actually might be able to knock out that Magneton. It looks like they might just be hitting a Regal Stance once more this turn, unless they have a supporter in their hand for which they can, you know, use to help them. They do have the research. Okay, they're getting rid of a Boss. That's fine for us. Nothing too insane there. They have Dialga, so it looks like they're playing some sort of Dialga Metalbox going on over here. We really want to get that Magneton knocked out then, and we should actually be able to, like, fairly simply. They're going to Regal Stance once more, getting rid of 2 Rare Candies, double Turbo. Okay, yeah, so getting rid of a couple of big resources there. We grab Nest Ball, which is good. We can play that right away, and we can grab Radiant Alakazam. Now, I think the first order of business here is probably Mysterious Tail, because my goal is to find switches and energies here. Rare Candy and Ultra Ball. Probably we'll grab Rare Candy. I think that's a bit better. And now we can Colress Experiment here. We got Meowscarada. We can grab Grass, and we can grab Energy Retrieval. That's actually, like, perfect. That is exactly what we need here. So we can go and evolve. So we have 2 Meowscaradas up and running. We can go for our first Bouquet Magic here. And we can ping that Magneton. Now we can Energy Retrieval. Grab 2 of these energies back. Do our second Bouquet Magic. And ping that Magneton once more. And we can take the knockout. And that's the power of Meowscarada. Oh, they're just going to concede. Yeah, after that, there's not much they can do. Our deck, we just set up flawlessly, and we were able to kind of just do what we wanted to do very easily. So what did you think of my Meowscarada EX deck? I'm not going to lie to you. This deck is absolutely incredible to play. It is so much fun to just be able to Bouquet Magic over and over and over, turn and turn again, and take consistent multi-hit knockouts against your opponent. I'm gonna give a little bit of a breakdown, because those who have been consistent viewers of the channel have known I've been experimenting with Meowscarada EX for a long time now, and basically I started off playing it with Hisuian Lilligant. I also tried a build with Crobat, which I may, you know, I may show in the near future, because I think it's really fun. And then I moved on to a build with Arceus VSTAR. Now, the only problem with the Arceus VSTAR build was it was really tight on space. So I changed that to a build with Mew from Celebrations, and then opted to add a lot more trainer cards. Like, I had researches, I had a bunch of other stuff in my old build. Out with that, now I am just using Pokégears, I'm using Battle VIPs, like item search. With that Mew is able to help this deck out so much more, because you can get your Rare Candy, you can get your Ultra Ball, and you have that additional dig with Colress. So if you think about it, if you Mew and you get one of your pieces, then you Colress, you're essentially seeing 11 cards to get 2 cards out of your 40-ish card deck by the time, obviously, you set up and draw for turn and all that. 50 card, we'll call it 50 card deck, just for round number, 45 cards, whatever. But you're seeing a lot of cards, and when you consistently have Meowscaradas and Rare Candies just in your deck, when you play so many of them, you're bound to find them, and that's why it's so good. I'll talk a little bit. The Floragato definitely comes in clutch. You saw in that Chien-Pao game where we're able to evolve into the Floragato to guarantee our Meowscarada that next turn. The Squawkabilly is a card that I haven't really used too much in this version, simply because I found myself having really strong hands from the start, so I never really felt the need to use the Squawkabilly. I definitely think Mew is the right call. Medicham is an incredibly strong card in this deck, and I think kind of this is like my preferred 60 for how I would play Meowscarada if I were to bring it to an event. I think Meowscarada has a very strong place in the meta right now, especially if you're able to go first and get a really strong setup, and you can get 2-3 Meowscaradas out. I mean, you can very feasibly get 2 out turn 2, getting 3 out turn 2 is kind of a lot to ask, but I definitely think this deck has a lot of potential and a very strong place in the current meta. So thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below, what do you think of Meowscarada EX, and what do you think of this deck? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? What would you keep, and what would you change from it? And subscribe to the Hitmonchanning channel, because I'm posting 2 new Pokemon trading card game videos every single week. And with all said and done, Hitmonchanning